All right, so we talked about the 6-week challenge. I was through it again. You had an offer I couldn't refuse. Said, hey, let's ask somebody to participate. Let's kick it off on the show.
Money back.
There you go. What was the 6-week challenge? Explain it. What did I go through? What will Donna be going through?
I came up with a 6-week new lifestyle challenge, and that's a meal plan. Okay, because people, as you know, do not know how to feed themselves properly. You know, the guy who shows up to a workout with a Kit Kat bar. Okay,
I don't know what kind of a moron would do that.
Who does that? So we'll go through a meal plan. How to shop, how to eat properly, what to eat, how to feed your body properly, proper nutrition. Then we go through a coaching program because I found out that as I had failed other times, trying to mentor people through these things, that, here's what to eat, here's how to do a workout. But if you're not there supporting them all the time, on a constant basis, that they'll probably be influenced either by family members or society, social media, people at work. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Come on, let's go have a beer and a pizza.
Right.
You can do the workout tomorrow, that type of thing. So, we need that constant reminder on a daily basis, to stay focused on our goals, because these are new goals. This is a new thing for you, going from not working out. Maybe a lot of people don't work out. Most people eat meals out, so they don't know. So I'm there to coach you, and not just like, hey, do this, do that, but to encourage you, to support you. So we have the meal plan, we have the coaching system, and then we have the Move to Live, or what I call my Full Advantage workout system, which you did, which was sort of a game changer for you too, right?
Absolutely.
So it's a 3-part process, and I'll be with you every step of the way. And I've broken it down into 6-week increments, because what I found out is that the first couple of weeks you're floundering. You don't know what to do, lots of questions, Starting it is difficult. How do I shop? How do I prep? Working out. So the first 2 weeks you're floundering a little bit. And then the second 2 weeks, you kind of kicks into gear. Then you get stuck. And then I'm like, well, did you take the picture that I told you to take?
That I put off for 2 weeks.
That you put off?
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, okay.
That's a horrible picture. I look back at it now. I didn't look that bad. But comparing it to the after shot, I'm like, whoa.
Big difference.
Yeah.
But taking that picture, is...
huge.
It is huge. Because now you're like, okay, I think I look good, that's how we look at ourselves in the mirror each morning, right? Same old face. But not really. When you take the snapshot, people are blown away when they see how they look.
It's funny that the food was a huge eye-opener for me, because I actually thought before we got together and I did the 6-week challenge with you, I thought I was eating pretty well. I really did. And then I'm kind of tracking myself, because Food Journal is part of what you encourage people to do, tracking everything you eat. And then it's like, wow, I got that little pastry at Starbucks. That probably wasn't a good idea. Or that little cake pop at Starbucks. And then he had me started reading the labels. And there's just a lot of stuff that I guess if you can't pronounce it, it's probably not that good. And in your book, again, Ageless You, when I was reading it, one of the things that caught my attention is the best foods typically don't have labels. And it's all about eating whole foods.
That's correct. And we had talked a lot about that. And that's one thing. You're sort of like we're weaning you off of the processed foods, right? I'd say it used to be about 70% of the foods in supermarkets are GMOs, genetically modified organisms, made with canola oil, soybean products. And, you really should be going out to the farmers markets, shopping the perimeters, and just eating real, whole, fresh, natural, local food.
Because a strawberry is not supposed to be the size of an apple, right?
It's not.
And folks, you're
getting more for your money, though.
Oh, sure. Yeah, exactly. A 1 pound strawberry. You're listening to the Profit Express right here on 88.7 FM WRHU. And I'm sharing one of my personal life experiences with you. An experience was a game changer, a life changer. And yes, I was the moron who bought the Kit Kat just before the workout. But I have seen the light. And more importantly, it's not just so much about weight loss and losing weight, but For all the entrepreneurs out there listening, for the sales professionals, so many of us are overworked, overstressed, and one of the last things we focus in on is ourselves internally, physically, mentally. And if we're not 100% at that game, then we can't be 100% at the entrepreneur game, at the radio host game, at the TV host game, and so on and so on. And again, folks, it's the Profit Express right here on 88.7 FM WRHU. Tom, let me ask you, I mean, we've seen so many, shows and articles on it, and there's blogs on it. What has happened to America in the fact that obesity is an epidemic?
Well, I really believe that people are misinformed, and secondly, it goes down to human nature, and in human nature, we look for the easy way out. We're always looking for the quick fix. It doesn't matter what it is, the quick buck, right? The couch. I mean, I talk about it in my book, after World War II, things started happening, microwave, TV dinners, bigger homes,
right.
Better cars. So we've actually designed living right out of our life. Now we spend most of our day in front of a computer, So I think, what is happening is as people are becoming overweight, sick, all these healthcare crises is going through the roof in the country, people are looking for a quick way to remedy that, So look at all the pharmaceutical companies, correct? I mean, better sex comes in a pill, right? Weight loss comes in a pill. I saw a commercial yesterday when I was at the gym, and they showed a big, heavy guy. He's eating pizza and doing all these things, but the first thing that he did in the morning was take a pill. Prilosec? Was that it?
One of the, heartburn kind of, yeah.
To get rid of the heartburn.
Right.
Now you can go eat anything you want.
Right.
So it's take a pill for everything.
Right.
So that's how, and as human beings, we buy into all that. Any type of infomercial, get this 6-pack abs, if you wear this belt, it'll just melt it off. I mean, and people are buying that stuff up, So is there one solution? No, there isn't one solution. Yeah. I mean, I'm offering a solution which entails hard work. It was hard work. It was hard work.
I'm not going to dance around that. One of the amazing things I thought of this morning in preparing for the show, if you look, I do watch TV. I know you're not a TV watcher, so I'll fill you in on this one.
Thank you.
They have what's called commercials on TV, right? And all the restaurants, all the fast food joints are probably one of the most prolific commercials out there. They're all over the place. And since going through the 6-week challenge, I'm sitting there watching a little TV, and those commercials now start to, I don't want to use the word repulse, but really just turn me off. A year ago, I didn't even think about it. But now I'm watching, the quadruple cheeseburger with the, bacon on the side thing.
Well, television has given society permission to be fat, sick, overweight. They're actually, it's right. Okay. It's okay to get the Super Size Me or the Big Mac or whatever it is. If you want to have great sex, it's okay to, just because you're 300 pounds, well, you can still have great sex, but take Cialis.
Right.
And everything's great, or take a drug. We are the sickest, fattest, drug-induced country in the world.
Absolutely.
And look at the country now. We're in debt. We're going broke. I mean, all these things. But if I look at you, who you've turned your life around in about 6 weeks, and it really wasn't about losing the weight. It's becoming
a whole
byproduct.
Yeah,
that's a byproduct.
Right.
But you've changed your whole game.
Absolutely.
Better at your job, better at your speaking. Motivating other people. You're playing at a whole new level now.
We're going to take one of those station breaks, but when we come back, Tom is going to share, as I said earlier, mountain climber. He's climbed 4 of the world's 7 summits. He's preparing for number 5. That's Mount McKinley. And he's had some rather amazing experiences, including one on his last climb. The last climb was Aconcagua, right?
Correct.
I know you have an interesting story to share about that. Talk about adversity and getting your mind wrapped around your goal. We'll take a break, folks. You listen to the Profit Express right here on 88.7 FM. Don't go anywhere.